Connor's not one of the, he doesn't fall into that category of the overly earnest. But that was a fantastic song about Donegal, I think. It was earnest in its own way. This, in April I'm going to be in Germany and Scandinavia, and I was going to be playing in Frankfurt, but apparently I'm not, because the Anti-Deutsch, which if you've never been to Germany, you probably haven't heard of the Anti-Deutsch, but the Anti-Deutsch is a very interesting little leftist, pseudo-leftist sect. They're leftists, but they go to anti-war protests with American flags, protesting the protesters, and because the protesters are evidently anti-Semitic. It's very complicated. I mean, German politics are very complicated. But the Anti-Deutsch called up the venue that I was going to be playing at, and they said that they were going to picket my show if they had me play there. So they canceled the show, and because apparently they were picketed by the Anti-Deutsch for some other offensive act that they had on before, and it wasn't good for their business. And oddly enough, the cafe is called Cafe Voltaire, and to be honest, I've never read Voltaire, but I have read a few quotes of Voltaire since the gig was canceled, and apparently his most well-known quote was something like, I may not agree with what you have to say, but I'll die for your right to say it, you know. But apparently they won't only, not only will the owners of Cafe Voltaire not die for me, but they won't even like put on a fucking gig, you know. But this song is for all of those people. They're communists of some kind. I mean, I don't see. Their main slogan, the Anti-Deutsch's main slogan. You'll see that if you go to a protest, you'll see they have it in English and in German all the time, because they have to have it in English, because if they only had it in German, then somebody would accuse them of something bad. You know, so they have to have it in English too, even though nobody needs it. But it says against anti-Americanism, against anti-Semitism, for communism. That's their. It's kind of unwieldy, but I did not make it up. I don't drive a car because they run on gas, but if I did, it'd run on biomass. I ride a bike, or sometimes a skateboard, so fuck off all you drivers and your yuppie hordes, sitting all day in the traffic queues. I'm a better anarchist than you. I don't eat meat, I just live on moldy chives, or the donuts that I found in last week's dumpster dives. Look, you people in that restaurant, I think you are so sad when you could have been eating bagels like the ones that I just had. I think it is a shame, all the bourgeois things you do. I'm a better anarchist than you. I don't wear leather, and I like my clothes in black, and I made a really cool hammock from a moldy coffee sack. I like to hop on freight trains, I think that is so cool. It's so much funner doing this than being stuck in school. I can't believe you're wearing those brand new shiny shoes. I'm a better anarchist than you. I don't have sex, and there will be no sequel, because heterosexual relationships are inherently unequal. I'll just keep on moshing to anti-flag and crass until there are no differences in gender, race, or class. All you brainwashed breeders, you just haven't got a clue. I'm a better anarchist than you. I don't believe in voting, I think consensus is the key. I don't believe in stupid notions like representative democracy, whether or not it works. I know it is the case that only direct action can save the human race. So when I see you in your voting booth, then I know it's true. I'm a better anarchist than you. I am not a pacifist, I like throwing bricks, and when the cops have caught me and I've taken a few licks, I always feel lucky if I get a bloody nose, because I feel so militant and everybody knows. By the time the riot is all through, I'm a better anarchist than you. I'm a better anarchist than you.